take it one
small step
at a time. Congratulations for making it to the finish line.
Or is this the starting line?
So what comes after your degree? You must have so many questions.
Uncertainty about where to go next and who you will become.
so much, you keep going at it, even past graduation.
But sometimes, the answer comes looking for you. Take it from me. The truth is, nobody knows what they're doing at the start. I'm not sure if anyone told you this, but
Every expert was once a beginner.
And what seems like the end of a journey is often the start of life's greatest adventures.
Eventually, you learn to be the voice that guides someone else.
soon, you'll help someone take their first step.
Talking about SMU, do you know why the Lee Ka-shing Library is the tallest building in SMU? Because it has many stories.
At SMU, we don't just graduate.
We grow.
Because learning does not stop with a degree.
It moves, evolves,
And connects us for life.
Over here we have our hotline.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats as the ceremony will begin shortly. Please be reminded to switch off all mobile devices or put them on silent mode. Please also note that you're required to remain seated throughout the entire ceremony. Thank you.
Four years ago, we stepped into SMU with questions and wonder about where we're heading. Today, the answers are clear.
Honestly, it's bittersweet There's a lot of excitement about what's next, but also the sense of nostalgia that I've been feeling lately. The past 4 years I've spent here have been amazing, honestly.
Relieved, but also kind of weird. Like, it's over already. It's been tough. A lot of late nights, a lot of numbers, a lot of what am I even doing? But I made it, and I guess I'm proud of that.
I know that when I step out into the world, I'm stepping out with so much more than just my degree.
For me, I would say that moment would be when I got to pitch one of my ideas to real investors. So it was actually real people who could make my idea happen. And for me, the best part was that I actually managed to get mentored by one of the top investors. And that was not like just a simple good job hit kind of thing, but actual insights on how to take my business to the next level. And honestly, I think that is easily one of the coolest experiences that I've had at SMU.
This one project where I had to step up as the leader, even though I didn't really want to. I was nervous, second-guessing myself, but my team believed in me. And somehow I pulled through. That was a turning point. It made me realize that even if I don't have all the answers, I can still figure things out. And that experience shaped me into someone who's not afraid to take the lead when it matters.
Definitely the late night brainstorming sessions with my team. We ran on caffeine and pure adrenaline, trying to perfect our pitch deck. It was so stressful, but also some of the best moments because we were all in it together, pushing each other to be better. And those friendships, I think they last way beyond university.
It has to be the time that my friends and I spent hours debating over the best way to solve an economic model. We got so deep into it, we completely lost track of time. And when we finally left, we realized that the sun was about to rise. So it sounds quite nerdy, but in those moments of deep engagement, when you're just in the zone like like-minded people, those are the ones that I'll always remember.
Impact. Because that's what I want to create, whether it's through my career, my relationships, or the way I show up in the world.
Growth, because if there's one thing that I've learned is that I never want to stay in the same place for too long. I want to sort of keep pushing myself, learning new things, and see how far I can go.
Strategy. Because everything in life, just like economics, is about making the right decisions with the information you have.
Steady, because I'll figure things out eventually.
I'd say potential, because after everything SMU has thrown at me, I know I can handle whatever comes next.
Breakthrough, because that's what I'm aiming for, breaking limits, breaking barriers, and creating something truly impactful.
We may be closing a chapter, but our story is just beginning.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SMU Commencement 2025. Before the ceremony begins, let us give you a quick overview of this morning's program. Today, we are delighted to have with us the Dean of the Lee Kong Chian School of Business, Professor Bert Direct, to start with the opening remarks. This will be followed with the opening address by our guest of honor, Mr. William Goh. This will be continued with the welcome address by the Associate Dean of the Undergraduate Programs, Professor Pascal Kramer. Thereafter, we will present the School Valedictorian Award and a speech by our Valedictorian. We will then proceed to the presentation of the Teaching Awards and the degrees. We seek your kind understanding and cooperation with a few quick reminders here. Graduates, please return to your seats immediately after you have collected your scrolls. All guests and graduates, kindly remain seated till the end of the ceremony and please refrain from leaving the ceremony at any point. As the school has engaged professional photographers to take individual and close-up shots of the graduates on stage, kindly refrain from standing up or walking around to take photos.
Our beloved graduates, we also seek your kind cooperation to refrain from taking selfies when on stage. Lastly, we ask that all attendees maintain a respectful and considerate atmosphere throughout the ceremony. This is a significant milestone for our graduates, and we want to ensure that the event proceeds smoothly and with the dignity it deserves.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please join us in welcoming the Grand Processional. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite you to stand for the national anthem. Thank you, and please take your seats.
Dean Burt, Associate Dean Pascal, our guest of honor for this ceremony, Mr. William Wong, distinguished guests, professors, graduates, parents, families, and friends. A very good morning to you and a warm welcome to Commencement 2025 of the Lee Kong Chian School of Business. My name is Chian.
And I am Chian. We are both graduates from the Lee Kong Chian School of Business.
And we are very honored to be your MCs this morning.
And you know what? I have a little backstory for you guys. So, Chian and I have had quite the history here in SMU.
Yes, it's time we announced that Chian and I are commemorating our sixth event hosting together right here at SMU Commencement 2025.
That's right, Chiman. And there are just so many milestones I've reached with SMU. It is here where I've learned that, life doesn't always go your way. But somehow or rather, you'll find that whatever was meant to go wrong in your life will take you to a better outcome somehow. And losing people along the way helped me to realize the safe spaces in the ones that were meant to stay. So missing opportunities gave room for better ones to come by.
Shai, I'm going to miss it all. From using our GSRs, do you remember that GSRs?
I remember
it's our
that.
panic rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And
every time.
4 years of my beloved Kopi O Kosong from Kofu.
Love.
The uni days have really been quite the adventure, hasn't it?
It really has, Chiman. And I couldn't agree more. And we can only imagine what incredible adventures each of our individual graduates here today have gone on and will go on soon.
Indeed, it's also been such a privilege to come so far with my co-host,
thank you.
but also the amazing people in this university journey.
And today would not have been made possible without the contribution from our faculty and staff from SMU, and most importantly, our family and loved ones. So from the bottom of our hearts, let us all join our hands to give them a warm round of applause.
To start the program, let us welcome the Dean of the Lee Kong Chian School of Business, Professor Bert Direk, to deliver the opening remarks. Dean Bert, please.
Graduating class of 2025, welcome. Friends and family, SMU colleagues, distinguished guests, a very good morning and welcome to the commencement ceremony of the SMU Lee Kong Chian School of Business. It's really good to see so many of you here today, a full hall, and of course also especially your family and friends who have joined us here to mark this important milestone in your lives. And, you know, although this undoubtedly feels like a very formal ceremony, you know, us in robes and everything, feel free to relax and enjoy the occasion, okay? You've all worked very hard to get here. Not just you, students, but also family have worked hard for you to get here. So you've earned this. So feel free to enjoy it, okay? So relax, shout if you want to shout, you know, jump if you want to jump, throw your hat in the air if you want to, not just yet, later on. But feel free to relax and enjoy the occasion, right? So welcome all, and without further ado, let's get the ceremony started, and I will speak to you again at the end of the ceremony with a few words and to formally close the proceedings as well. So, I hereby declare the SMU LKCSB commencement ceremony open officially, and I will yield the floor to our guest of honor and also some of my colleagues to say a few words and some of our students before we move on to the official presentation of the degrees. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Bert.
We would now like to invite our guest of honor, Mr. William Wong, for the opening address. Mr. Wong, please.
Good morning, esteemed faculty, dean, professors, parents, family and friends, graduates of 2025. I'm honored to be here this morning to witness this joyous occasion. It brought back great memories when I myself graduated from NUS 34 years ago. Back then, SMU was not formed yet. Very soon, many of you will be embarking on your next phase of life. Some of you will be starting in a new company, be it MNC or SMU. It doesn't matter as long as you are learning and growing. Some of you may still be finding the right match, while others may be embarking on the entrepreneurship, starting your own company. Regardless of whichever path you took, it's very important to bear in mind that success is never a straight line curve. There bound to be many ups and many downs. And what differentiates the successful individuals from the not so successful ones is how they embrace setbacks and challenges. There will be some who will simply give up on the first encounter of adversity, while some others will be making a lot of excuses, blaming everybody except for themselves. But there will be a minority, and I call them the winners, who will persevere, who will do whatever it takes and be accountable for their actions, and they self-reflect, self-evaluate, and they emerge as a better version of themselves. In other words, they keep improving. I myself have a fair share of the setbacks in my life journey, as documented in my second book, Listening to Legacy. When I was in school, I was given public caning. I was on stage, given 4 strokes of canes on my butt, facing 300 over classmates then. It was humiliating. But back then, I was telling myself here is that no big deal. So what? And I was determined to make a difference. And fast forward, eventually, I emerged as the top student in the O level in the school. Another setback is when I was serving national service. I was posted to officer cadet school for those guys who are in army. When you are posted in officer cadet school, you are meant to be trained to be a leader among men. But unfortunately, I didn't make it. I dropped out after 4 months. So again, it was total humiliation. Why is it that my platoon mates are able to make it to be a leader, and yet it seems that I was a failure then? Ever since then, I began to read a lot of books to understand what it takes to be a leader. And I got the enlightenment that the reason why at that point in time I didn't make it is because I was so fixated on my weaknesses. I keep harping on my weaknesses instead of harnessing my strength. In short, to be successful, you need to understand what is your core strength. You do not need to spend too much time worrying about your weaknesses. The third setback is when I was in property sales. Strangely enough, here is that I was a second honors upper degree graduates in computer science, but I ventured into property sales. The reason behind, long story. If you want to find out more, you can read my book, Listening to Legacy. So when I was in property sales then, for the first year, it was a disaster. Many of my colleagues have been doing well, but yet I couldn't make it. And I keep asking myself, why is it that as a graduate, I couldn't even deliver the basic performance when not even an O level is able to achieve that kind of performance? It set me thinking a lot. And eventually, I came to these realizations that there are 2 main reasons why I didn't make it then. First is I have the fear of rejections, which couldn't allow me to pursue further in terms of my sales. The second reason is I'm afraid to do what is the most difficult task, but yet this task is essential to be successful in the property sales career. There are many, many other setbacks that I could share, but it could take half a day. What I would like to advise the graduates of the 2025 is that you must have the right mindset to embrace whatever setback or challenges that you'll be facing in time to come. I wish all the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wong, for your heartfelt sharing.
Let us now welcome our Associate Dean of the Undergraduate Programs, Professor Pascal Kramer, for the welcome address. Prof. Pascal, please.
Graduating class of 2025, friends and family, SMU colleagues, distinguished guests, good morning and welcome to the commencement ceremony of the SMU Lee Kong Chian School of Business. It is really good to see all of you here today, and also your family and friends who have joined us here to mark this important milestone in your lives. And although this, as the Dean said, feels very official, we look wonderful in our robes, right? Please sit back, enjoy the show, participate in the show, right? You are the ones we are celebrating today. So we'll welcome all, and let's get this started. Today is a celebration of your hard work, your resilience, your growth, and your potential. Many of you began your university life with the uncertainties of COVID-19, with classes held online, in hybrid fashion, or with seating groups of 5 or 8. It seemed like it was changing every week. You adjusted to new academic challenges and to a new way of living and learning. Yet, as the world regained its rhythm, new geopolitical and economical uncertainties are again arising. Nevertheless, without wanting to play down the very real challenges that you will face in your lives, I hope that in this moment in time, not just today, but these few months and early years of your career, you feel excitement. Today marks an ending, yes, the close of your time as undergraduates. But more importantly, it is a beginning, a commencement. You are stepping into a world that needs your ideas, your energy, your compassion. And while the responsibilities ahead may seem daunting, whether in your career, your communities, or your families, all these challenges are also opportunities. Opportunities for you to have a greater say and shape in the life you want to lead and the world you want to live in. At SMU, the faculty, the staff, your peers, together we have equipped you with the skills and the knowledge and nurtured in you a curiosity that never fades, I hope. A drive to lead with integrity and a deep sense of social responsibility. At SMU, you have built these communities in every lecture, every late-night submission, and I know there were many, every team project, every campus event. You grew not just in knowledge, but in character. These are the tools that will help you to succeed and, more importantly, to contribute meaningfully to society. On behalf of all the faculty who taught you and the undergraduate staff who supported you to map your courses, organize events, or solve your last-minute admin wars, I want to say congratulations. We look forward to hearing about your adventures, your successes, and even your struggles, as mentioned by our guest of honor, because they too are part of your growth. We hope you'll stay connected with SMU, and one day perhaps return to the campus, not just as alums, but maybe even as proud parents, though probably I won't be there to see that. Enjoy this ceremony, take pride in what you've achieved, and as you walk across this stage, know that you carry with you not only a degree, but the hopes and best wishes of all of us who had the joy of accompanying you as part of this journey. Congratulations, class of 2025, and welcome to the next chapter of your life.
Thank you, Prof. Pascal, for your inspiring speech.
We will now invite Dean Burt to the stage to present the Kwek Hong Peng SMU Lee Kong Chian School of Business Valedictorian with his degree and award. Dean Burt, please.
This year's Kwek Hong Peng SMU Lee Kong Chian School of Business Valedictorian Award is presented to an individual who has held leadership positions across SMU Athletics, SMU Business Society, or as we know it, Bonju, and the SMU Students Association Council. He also served as a mentor to juniors at the Mentoring Circle. Professionally, his experience spanned consulting, public sector, and research work on a range of emerging tech topics, including renewable energy, climate technology, AI, and blockchain. Without further ado, we are pleased to announce that the recipient of this year's Kwek Hong Peng SMU Lee Kong Chian School of Business Valedictorian Award is Ron To. Thank you, Dean Burt.
Now, let us hear from Ron, who will share with us his thoughts as a student and now a proud graduate of the Lee Kong Chian School of Business. Ron, please.
Good morning, Professor Burt Direct, Dean of the Lee Kong Chian School of Business, Professor Pascal Kramer, Associate Dean of Undergraduate Programs, our guest of honor, Mr. William Wong, esteemed faculty, fellow graduates, friends and family. I am honored to be with you here today as we graduate as Lee Kong Chian School of Business Class of 2025. To my fellow graduates, I feel proud sharing this day with you. You honor me with the different ways that you choose to contribute in your respective fields. You've all worked hard, explored different paths and dreams, so I feel in no way qualified to give you unsolicited advice today. Allow me instead to spend the next few moments to share with you two lessons that I've learned, sharing our seminar rooms, libraries, and concourse together. One's about chasing what lasts, and the other one's about having courage. The first lesson is about chasing what lasts. I spent the most of my youth chasing straight A's, and though I never considered myself to be the smartest or the most capable, I always had one rule, and that was to outwork everyone. To a certain extent, I think that we are all chasers in some ways. However, through experience and reflection, I've learned something important. I've learned that the glory of accolades and the pride of holding a title, it will always eventually fade away. Instead, what stayed with me the past few years was the quiet fulfillment of having contributed slightly to the success stories of those around me. I spent the most of my university as a student leader, where I worked alongside fellow students, planning events, from social events to networking nights and welfare drives. Looking back, I feel less proud about how successful many of these events were, but rather, what stuck with me was the fulfillment of witnessing how small acts enabled the individuals on my team to learn and to grow. They weren't perfect, neither was I, and frankly, no one is, but that's okay. Because relationships, they can get messy. But choosing to look after your relationships will offer you something magical, something lasting. It will give you an opportunity to help others learn and grow, and to take responsibility. Being part of someone else's success story is the kind of success that doesn't show up in awards, but it's the kind that will stay with you forever. The second lesson that I would like to share is about having courage. Over the past 4 years, we've learned fundamentals of Business 101, and there are also conventional ways of wisdom. But throughout my university journey, I realized that you do not have to be on a linear graph to belong to any profession. In the past 4 years, I found meaning in contributing to my community, mentoring juniors, supporting professors in their research, and on occasion, also exploring career paths that one felt too far outside the traditional script of a business student. Many of these decisions were terrifying. But amidst it all, during this journey, I learned something important. And that is, the starting point of creating a life that is truly yours is to have the courage to take risks. Risk the judgment of other people, risk the expectations of friends and family, risk failure, and everyone knowing about it. And I say this today of all days, not to spotlight my own journey, but to remind us that we get one life, so do it all. I'll close. We are here today in part due to the tremendous support given to us by those who loved and believed in us. To our parents, in enabling us to be ourselves, you've been quietly letting us go. Despite knowing that every step forward we took was a step away from you, you still did it. So parents, thank you for your sacrifices, thank you for your patience, and thank you for doing what God alone could perfectly show, that selfhood begins with a walking away, and love begins with the letting go. Finally, it is my privilege to make a very special announcement. I'm sure my fellow graduates will agree that we owe a heartfelt thanks to our faculty members who have guided and supported us. We would have not reached this important milestone without their unwavering dedication and hard work. In that spirit, the Lee Kong Chian School of Business invited students to vote for the most outstanding faculty members. It was no easy task, and each one is a winner in their own right. However, as with all awards, only one can be named in each category. May I now invite Dean Burt to join me on stage to present the following teaching awards. Dean Burt, please. The first award we would like to present is the BBM Best Instructor Award, and this goes to Assistant Professor Sung Jung Ro. And the second award is the 2025 LKCSB Excellence in Teaching Award. This goes to Professor Roy Chua, but unfortunately he is not able to join us here today. I'm also pleased to announce the winner of our inaugural LKCSB Research Awards. The recipients were selected by the school's senior management team from nominations submitted by our area coordinators. First, the LKCSB Research Excellence Award goes to Professor Phillips Livens. Unfortunately, he is also not able to join us here today. And last but not least, the LKCSB Social Impact Award is awarded to the Hobby Professor of Sustainability Management, Hao Liang, who is also unable to be with us here today. Thank you, Dean Burt, and congratulations, Prof. Sung Jung Ro.
Thank you, Dean Burt and Ron. We would like to invite Dean Burt to remain on stage as we proceed with the presentation of several prestigious SMU and LKCSB awards, followed by the presentation of the Bachelor of Business Management degrees.
Before we begin, may we remind graduates to return to your seats immediately after receiving your degrees and to remain seated till the end of the ceremony.
Parents and friends, once again, please refrain from taking photographs with your personal cameras. Graduates, we also seek your kind cooperation to refrain from taking selfies on stage.
Here are the graduates from the Bachelor's of Business Management program. Esther Lam Xuan Yi, double degree in the Bachelor of Business Management and the Bachelor of Science in Information Systems. She is also the CPI Valedictorian Award winner, as well as the Kwek Hong Peng Valedictorian Award winner. Chen Tong Shan, who is also the winner of the Ho Kwong Ping Circle Award. Eugene Chua, who is also the award winner of the ABS Outstanding Graduating Business Student Award. Anchal Naredi, Aaron Cheng Tin Rong, Aaron Ong Hong Jie, Abhilash Radhakrishnan. Aces Lo Ying Xuan, with a double degree in a Bachelor of Social Science and a Bachelor of Business Management. Adon Chia Lim. Adrian Tay Tien Sin, with a double degree in a Bachelor of Law and a Bachelor of Business Management. Adriel Tay Kai Xuan. Ahmad Fauzan bin Mustafa. Chang Cheyenne. Kan Chi-man. Ashwarya Mohan. Alicia Tan Tiai. Alvina Sarah Fang Si-eun. Amir Hazik Afandi bin Ismail. Amira Lutfia binti Asman. Anahita Sharma. Andrea Seo Shu Ray. Andre Alvin Shah Purba. Ang Hui Wei. Ang Le Win. Ang Ming Lee. Ang Moon Lee Michaela, with a double degree in a Bachelor of Accountancy and a Bachelor of Business Management. Ang Chuen Sien. Ang Tze Yu. Ang Wonton Andrea. Ang Tong Ting. Angela Lee Chin-Ru. Anna Yap Meiti. Ariana Marian Lim Sheng Bei. Arjun Gupta. Akar Myo Yo. Arwa Mustafa Dula. Aryaman Rahul Moraka. Aryan Chandra. Aryan Sharma. Ashley Ann Ler. Audrey Gracia Hardiawan. Audrey Wong Chen Yi. Aidan Mohan. Basil Chen Wei Xuan. Bad Bull Inklin. Benjamin Ko Ching Un. Bernice Kwek Kwei Man. Brendan Sia Shao Tek. Brianna Ko Su Hui. Brenda Santoso. Brenda Tan Sin Ning. Brendan Lo Yu Ren. Brian Ong Chin Hong. Brian To Wei Kang. C. Dayanita Rani. Kaylin Teo Tiesin. Kalista Tanuwijaya. Kara Lu, with a double degree in a Bachelor of Business Management and a Bachelor of Science in Information Systems. Cassandra Sim Yen Tong. Celeste Wong Shihui. Celine Ang Wan Yi, who is not here. Celine Ang Wan Yi. Celine Diona Su Xuezi. Cecilia Lok Bao Yi. Carlia Harjo. Carlia Harjo. Celine Ang Peng Ling. Charvi Amit Athawal. Chai Ziyang. Cham Shuhan. Chan Ho Yan Grayan. Chan Chin Feng. Chan Razer Dominic. Chan Sichuan Valerie. Chan Win Soon Bill. Chan Ing Joy. Chan Ing Chin. Chan Yang Yu. Celeste Wong Shi Hui. Chan Chung Joshua, double degree in Bachelor of Business Management and Bachelor of Science in Economics. Chang Ka Ho Timothy. Caris Lee Eun. Chia Wei Yang. Chi Eileen. Chi Siu Wen Bernadette. Chen Pei Yi. Chen Raymin Clarissa. Chen Ryan. Chen Yu Yan Ian. Chen Yi Ting. Chen Hao Min. Chen Hung Chun. Chen Chia Ray Lucas. Chen Chun Kiet Morris. Chen Kai Ling Melissa. Chen Yiteng Alicia. Chen Yong Ting. Chen Yo Jin. Cheng Yu Ding, Cheong Sui, Cheong Yue Alex, Sherilyn Chan Etienne, Cherise Zaidi, Charlene Huang Yishen, Cheryl Suki Odermatt, Cheryl Tan Yifei, Chiang Kai Jie, Chiang Tzu Sheng Kane, Chin Zilin, Chloe Faith Tam Kit Yang, Chloe Ko Tian Yi, Chloe Ng Ting Ji, Cheng Shi Ding Samel, Cho Chi Jia, Choi Tze Ling Kaylin, Chong Chin Yen, Chong Ding Shu, Chu Xin Yi, Chou Yu Xuan, Charles Sir Yong Galvin, Chao Xuan Rong Nicole, Christelle Tan Tze Xuan, Chu Ti Hong, Chua Shertini, Chua Hui Xuan Nicole, Choi Kai Yin, Chua Chun Wei, Chua Pei Ling Emmeline, Christabel Lee Yu, Chua Ray Eun Ryan, Chua Wen Hui, Chui Ka Lam Jaylin, Cheng Chia Chin, Cindy Chua Wan Ting, Clara Go Su Hui, Claudia Tan Shi Yin, Colonel Tan Chin Hao, Crystal Chan Sin Crystal Sia Hui Sin, Crystal Teo Chin Pei, Crystal Yong Jing Jing, Cynthia Ng Sing Hui, Dayan Lee, Damien Tan Xuan De, Damien To Le Kang, Dan Eric Tiu Munoz, Danielle Harris bin Hizam, Daniel Edgar Mutrerdi. Daniel Leong Wei Tien. Daphne Lim Tzu Hui. Darylyn Yap Ting Yi. Darren Chan Chin Kit. Darren Pak Chung Eun. Daryl Lim Yi Hung. Daryl Wong. David Sim E Kai. David William Lim Hock Chai. Dazzlin Arumugam. D. Concisio Alisa Victoria. Deborah Leong Tian Yi. Deborah Lo Ray Yi. Delvin Ramses Van String. Desiree Kwek Wei Yun. Dhriti Jajogia. Dorcas Pang Tuo Tia. Dorothy Lo Tai Hui. Dylan Ma Chin Siang. Elaine Ko Yiling. Elaine Wong Yiling. Elijah Ang Chang Hao. LV Tan Min Xuan. Emmanuel Ang Yixuan. Emily Ng Min Yi, with a double degree in a Bachelor of Business Management and a Bachelor of Social Science. Enya Tan Eun Ying. Erin Lee. Erin Sim Lee Ing. Ernest Tan Tia Wang. Estelle Lael Pang, with a double degree in a Bachelor of Business Management and a Bachelor of Science in Economics. Ethan Ng Yi, with a double degree in a Bachelor of Business Management and a Bachelor of Social Science. Evangel Tan Tzi Xuan. Ezekiel Ko Giap Teng. Izan Chong Yi Xian. Faith Lam Yi Ling. Farah Akila binti Zimran. Eunice Chong Ting Yi. Fatima Zakia binti Muhammad Elias. Felicia Sarah Ng Shi Ting. Florence Nathania Leharja. Fong Tzu Yen. Fu Chin Si Dion. Fu Chuan Leong Frederick. Fu Sin Ri Stephanie. Gabriel Hadi. Gabriel Leong Sheng Yi. Gan Tie Hui. Gan Ting Heng Jonathan. Gasper Ching Loy Min. Janisa Zen Kosrojas Romo. Genevieve Sang Li Shan. Gerald Teng Wang Xiang. Gladys Laurentia. Glenda Ng Sin Kai. Glenda Ong Shi Hui. Glenna Go Shu Ti. GK Dimania Dewanji. Go Cheng Gek Jade Lenore. Go Fang Lin Beverlin. Go Hai Liang. Go Tien Chang. Go Ching Rei. Go Zhe Hui. Go Wei Ping. Go Yong Chen Denise. Gracia Dharma. Gracie Pun Ke Ying. Gu Jiawen. Guek Hui Cheryl. Gwendolyn Sir Sin Jie, with a double degree in a Bachelor of Accountancy and a Bachelor of Business Management. Also awarded the ICAEW School of Accountancy Salutatorian Award. Hakinan Duran Damanhur. Han Hock Sam, Sam. Han Hong Yi. Han Rong To Ryan. Han Ni. Hanisa Binti Hajari. Hannah Tiong. Harin Kaur, daughter of Sukhdev Singh. Hesley Delos Reyes Chan. Hazel Tan Wen Yen. Hazel Yang Jing Ni. He Yang Jing. He Te Hong, with a double degree in a Bachelor of Science in Economics and a Bachelor of Business Management, also awarded the School of Economics Excellent Award. Heidi Nathania Chandra. Hien Tat Ang. Helen Claudia. Hendro Agriawan Chong. Heng Jia Sheng. Heng Jia Min. Heng Chin Yong. Heng Min Ray Natalie. Heng Se Kai. Hilda Chan Shu Ying. Ho Chun Ming Aaron. Hannah Camille Balan. Hugh Chun Xuan. Ho Tian Feng. Ho Matsuoka Evangelista Miyuki Sophia, with a double degree in a Bachelor of Science in Economics and a Bachelor of Business Management, also awarded the School of Economics Excellence Award. Holly Heng Chui Ting. Hong Sin Yi. Hum Ching Wen Victoria. Hur Sang Yun. Hyurim O. Ian Matthew Lection. Isabella Rosalind. Ismail bin Nur Arifin. Ivan Bui Kai Tie.
Thank you, Dean Bird. May I invite you to remain on stage to close this ceremony.
Wow, this always feels special, doesn't it? And it's not a commencement until something goes wrong, right? I mean, that's part of it. Graduating class of 2025, you've done it. Yeah. You have now formally completed your degree with us, and that means that you're not one of our students anymore, but you're now one of our alumni. And that, of course, you will be for the rest of your life, whether you like it or not, right? And you know, every graduating class has some characteristic that distinguishes it from other graduating classes. Something by which we always refer to you and by which we remember you. And in your case, I think it's rather easy because I will always remember you as the class who joined at the same time I did here at SMU 4 years ago. We joined at the same time. Now, normally, when you join us, I come and say hello, but I actually couldn't do that back then. And you know why, right? COVID was still in full swing. And I know that quite a few of you actually joined the year before when the pandemic was just getting started. So, I mean, whether you joined 4 or 5 years ago, I mean, your first year, your first months at SMU were definitely not business as usual, right? But somehow, I mean, neither was mine when I joined. But somehow we made it through, and now I'm glad I can celebrate your commencement here all with you, and more importantly, also celebrate it with your family and friends, something we should never take for granted. And on that note, I think it's important that we recognize the people who supported you through all this. So I think let us take a special moment here to thank everyone who's helped you to get to this point. And I'm thinking about, you know, your family, your parents, your siblings, significant others, your closest friends. So, members of the class of 2025, can you do me a favor and stand up for a moment and turn around and face your family and friends and join me in giving them a thunderous applause, right? Thank you. They deserve it. And I know it's been a long and tough few years for you all, but I also hope you're graduating here today a very different person to the one you were 4 years ago when you first logged on to our freshman orientation program. Remember that? Right? So I always say that we at SMU are not in the education business. We're in the transformation business. Right? And you might not fully realize it yourself, but I'm sure that all of you are very different people compared to who you were 4 years ago when you first came here. But if you think that your education or transformation is now over, I'm sorry to tell you, no, it's going to continue the rest of your lives. Right? But don't worry, we will be here to help and support you. I mean, that's what we do. We're going to invite you back to the school, maybe when you want to learn about the latest developments in your field or you want to explore a new area. We're here to help with that. Or you could even come back and do a real master's degree, right? We have some really good master's degrees, right? Look into them, maybe next year, right? But I also hope that you will all graduate with memories that will be with you forever. You know, in my career, I have presided over thousands, literally thousands of students who've graduated and went on to live happy and successful lives. But invariably, when I speak to them later on, they always tell me that their university years were the best years of their life. Now, why is that? It's probably the same in your case. You might not realize it yet. But why is it? Well, is it because of all the things you learned in class? I think not, right? Is it because you're in one of the best universities in the world? Well, you are, but no, I think that's not the reason. Or one of the best business schools in the world? Again, yes, but that's probably not the reason. Or the best city in the world, which it is, right? But again, not the reason. No, the reason is probably it was so special because of the people you have met, right? Acquaintances that have become friends for life, or even soulmates in some occasions, right? And on that note, I would like to welcome you all into the SMU alumni family. So you're not just a member of your class anymore, the class of 2025, you now belong to a much bigger group of alumni, a large group of exceptional people going back now more than 20 years. And you'll be surprised, wherever you go in your professional life, you will find these alumni, friends who can open doors for you, give you advice, give you support. And similarly, I hope you will do the same to other alumni and also to our current and future students. So I'd like to ask you a favor. There's 4 things I'd like you to do when you leave us here, right? The first one is keep up. Keep up by following, for instance, SMU alumni on social media and letting us know when there's big changes in your life, personally or professionally. Second one is show up. Come back. Show up at alumni events, for instance. We want to see you, right? Third, step up. Maybe help someone, mentor a student here, something like that. Get people in for internships. And then finally, maybe later on, lift up. Try to help some struggling students as well, even financially at some point, right? So remember, keep up, show up, step up, lift up. Can you do that? All 4. No, you not choose one, all 4, okay? Okay, good. And most importantly, as you leave us, don't forget about us, okay? I mean, it's always been one of my greatest joys to meet alumni a few years or even 10, 20 years after they've graduated, to witness how they've grown and changed, but also to hear how they remain connected with fellow students, even with some of my colleagues after all this time, and how these connections and also the knowledge they have gained during their time here at SMU have put them on a course for a successful career and also a happy life. So, I wish you good fortune as you begin your next adventures. And please know that we are genuinely rooting for you to be successful. And when I mean successful, I don't mean, professional success or personal success. I mean for you to make a difference in this world. And if you can do this, you will make us here at SMU very proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Burt. Well, dear professors, guests, graduates, family and friends, thank you for being here to share this important milestone of our life. And don't mind me, guys, we did it! Thank you.
So with that, can we invite all of our graduates to move our tassels from the right to the left as a sign that we have graduated. And ladies and gentlemen, with that,
our heartiest congratulations to the class of 2025!
We now formally declare this ceremony closed.
May we request that everyone remain seated for the faculty to leave the hall first. Thank you.
And now, may we invite the Dean to lead the Grand Recessional. Dean Burt, please.
Family and friends, please remain seated as our graduates take their leave. Family and friends, thank you so much for your patience. You may now take your leave.